Whoa, what's good, man? My name is FlemLo Raps, and I'm back in BR, son. Came back up. The water's going down in my part. There's still some parts who still are under and who are still kind of having some problems, man. So definitely pray for those people. Pray that everything gets well for them. But I am back in my apartment. Water's going back down. I can see the little bridge going across while I walk to the gym again. So back in the lab, and I'm ready to go, man. So what this video right here is gonna be is we're gonna be taking our players that's coming from Utep and going into Madden 17. We're gonna be telling you where they're gonna go and also how they're graded, like as far as what round they're gonna be graded, first, second, third, fourth, fifth rounder. And I'm gonna show you the chart that we're gonna be following as far as, you know, how you're graded, okay? So first things first, the players we're gonna be dealing with are Aaron Jones, Darren Miller, Chris Givens, Brandon Black, Scott Ward, and Jeff Livingston just made it. So we got 6 people right now. That's what we're about to go in. We're gonna go and assign these guys to teams. Here's what I did, okay? I went online, found a complete list for every team, and the San Francisco 49ers, Chicago Bears, which is us, and the Cleveland Browns are the lowest guys, the lowest rated teams on the game. Went to randomizer, put them all in the list. Once you hit randomize, it puts them in order from 1 to 3. So I said, okay, before I do that, let's go here, put Aaron Jones, D. Miller, Chris Givens in order, same order that I made the Legends of Utep video. Click randomize, and then I'll just line up 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, just like that. All right, boom. So what we got was Cleveland Browns are gonna get Aaron Jones. Chicago Bears, which is us, are gonna get D. Miller. And San Francisco is gonna get Chris Givens. Okay, so you got Aaron Jones Browns, D. Miller Bears, Chris Givens 49ers. Alright, so at this point, I wasn't planning to do Jeff Livingston. I was like, I'm not gonna fuck with Jeff Livingston. But I changed my mind afterwards. But anyway, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna just delete the 49ers since they're the best team. I will go back and do Brandon Black and Scott Ward. We'll randomize that. Brandon Black is 1, Scott Ward is 2. And you're gonna see me do it right here in a second. Boom. Pick it up on the screen. Let's go. Okay. Chicago Bears, us, Brandon Black. That is huge. So we got D. Miller and Brandon Black. Scott Ward's going to Cleveland with Aaron Jones. That seems like a pretty good fit. So then I was like, damn, Chris Givens doesn't get anybody. It kind of sucks. I decided to just go ahead and put Livingston over there. I'll go ahead and make him, and we'll roll like that, okay? Okay, now that we got everybody assigned to teams, let me show you real quick the chart that we're gonna be following. So, first round grade is gonna get you 80 to 78. These are overalls we're talking. So you'll be 80 overall to 78, somewhere in there. Second round grade gets you 77 to 74. Third round grade gets you 73 to 70. Fourth round grade, 69, 67. Fifth, 6, 7, undrafted, whatever. Everybody else, 66 to 60. I'm not going to waste my time creating a guy who is less than 60. So I just made it 66 to 70. I mean 66 to 60, just like that, all right? Now, depending on just how hard of a worker the guy is in college, or, you know, just the type of player he was, we'll kind of set up his development trait. These could possibly change. If y'all see one, and if I get like a consensus that something should be changed, I might change it before the game comes out. Keep in mind, I should have a game by tomorrow. Once I have it and I create, it's a wrap. Nothing's changing. That's it going forward. You know, people usually hit me like a week down the line. Oh, you should have done. Fuck that. That shit's over. I'm not a hindsight guy, man. We only move forward, baby. Once we decide, and that's it. Alright, so here we go. First up, we got Aaron Jones, who is now going to be a member of the Cleveland Browns. Second round grade, he'll be between the 77 and the 74. But he will have a superstar development trait. Why? Because I believe that Dizzle can get there. He's an extremely hard worker. He's a guy that exceeds expectations. And I said, he was a 90 overall as a junior on a 1-star school when I picked him. Like, that was before I had a chance to have him go through training or anything. He was already a 90. So yeah, he's gonna come into the game relatively. That's not really low. That's actually pretty high for a rookie, 77, 74. But he will have superstar development. Next up, D Miller. D Miller, Bears. That is our team, Chicago Bears. First round grade, 80 to a 78. But he's gonna have a quick development, not a superstar development. And the reason is, number one, because he's on our team and I wanted to kind of slow the development down a little bit. But number two is because in college, I just thought about D Miller. He's a very talented guy. And generally, and he's one of those guys that kind of always leaned on his talent. Like, not to say he didn't work, because he does work. But I think he could possibly work a little bit harder. You know what I mean? Instead of just relying on his natural ability so much. His tackling didn't improve a lot. Like, the stat sheet shows all of his tackles. It doesn't show his missed tackles. And he missed a bunch of tackles. He got ran over a lot. And that slowly did improve. It got better his senior season. But we're talking 4 years just to get to decent tackling. So, you know, his speed did increase a lot. So eventually I just landed on quick development. Okay? So that's what we're looking at for D Miller. Next up, Chris Givens with the 49ers, also first round grade. He's going to have superstar development, extremely hardworking guy, absolute beast, and quiet dude that basically just get it done out there on the field. All right, so he's going to be on a bad team, as are all of these guys, but it'll definitely be a lot of fun to see him develop, man, because he should develop well. Okay. Next up, Jeff Livingston. 49ers also, 7th round grade. That's how he came out of the game. 66 to a 60, somewhere in there. Normal development. And I thought about giving Jeff a quick development, but the truth of the matter is this, okay? As I was going back to find like the heights and weights and stuff for Givens and them, I realized that Livingston's been on my team since he was a freshman. I redshirted him, so he was there for 5 years. Only person on this list that was there for 5 years. Nobody else redshirted. Okay. And his last year, he fought his way into the 5th spot. Then somebody got hurt, and he got to the 4th spot. And this was just based on overall. So he works hard, but he's just not that talented. You know what I mean? Like, he's just not that guy. Like, he could possibly work his way up to a quick development and then work his way up to being a decent player in the league. But he was only a decent player in college. So I can't expect him to just be a superstar in the league. It happens, but you know, it can happen here, but he's gonna have to work his ass off in order to make it happen. Next up, Scott Ward. Going to the Browns, 3rd round grade, 73 to 70, extremely hard worker. Gonna have superstar development. And you'll notice that the people who go to other teams, I'm a little more lenient on it. Like, because I do want those guys to ascend so that they're making an impact in the league. Whereas the guys on my team, I'll be playing with them so I can have more hands-on as far as training and everything. So, you know, it's got a little bit to do with it. But, I mean, Scott's one of those guys. He came in, he was a safety. He was a strong safety, I believe. We moved him to middle, and then he worked, man. He got better and better and better, you know what I mean? And he eventually even learned how to cover a little bit. Caught a couple picks his last year. So he is one of those guys who can work his way up, but he's gonna come in as probably a 70 overall, and he'll have a superstar development. So after a few years, he should start to make some noise. And the last one, Brandon Black, who is coming to us. And this is a huge thing, man. It's like in my mind at first, I preferred A Jizzle. But then I thought about it. And I was like, I got Langford already. So I'm like, okay, to get Jizzle, who's a stud, like, right? It would kind of put us in a weird position. But Black isn't a stud. He's just fast as hell. So I can immediately bring him in as a 3rd down back, kick return guy, and he can realistically work his way up. Okay, now speaking of working his way up, normal development. This guy is a JUCO guy. He spent a lot of time working on his game, trying to develop his running back skills. outside of just being straightforward fast, and he did that. But it took him a very long time, so he's got a normal development trait, okay? He does still have the potential to become a superstar. He can get that trait up. He's gonna be extremely fast, just like he was in NCAA, but some of the other stuff might not be so high. His carrying, things like that aren't gonna be extremely high. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make him fast as hell, but still 73 to 70. I'm sure it won't be too hard, but I'll jump in and I'll make that happen. So anyway, that's something I actually worked on back when I was in Mississippi. We just got back up here, and so I wanted to bring y'all this video really as quickly as I can get it to you. So you're gonna be getting at least one more video today. It might be, I mean, when I say that, I know you'll be getting the, let's say the Dynasty video, the UAB video tonight at midnight, but you might get it before then and then get the off-season, preseason stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to basically get everything in order before the Madden comes out. So I think I should be able to do that today. It's early in the morning right now. I'm gonna just work, I'm gonna grind at it all day, and we'll get it done. We'll catch up, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, if you enjoyed the video, click the thumbs up button. Be on the lookout for more. Like I said, I might drop that UAB bowl game relatively early in the day. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll probably be getting like the preseason by tonight. That's what I'm hoping anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm going for. So we'll see. We'll kind of see how everything works out. And stay tuned to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. My name is FlemLo Raps. Let's get it. Wow.